I can't believe that this guy actually taught me something. I actually asked him a question and he actually had the answer. What the hell does it matter with me? Enjoy the intro. Danny D'Lo Biker TV is sponsored by Eagle Lights, Tab Performance, Diablo Threads, SOUNDZ, Shark Road Exhaust, Duracoat Technology, and Bad Dad. From MC life to installs, Danny D'Lo Biker TV. Seem to know your stuff, bro. So, last night when I turned the ignition on, bike started just fine. Everything was all good. It was running. All my instruments worked. My radio worked. All that shit. As soon as I plugged in my plug from my radio, I heard a pop, and I lost all instruments, the lights. None of the gauges worked. The radio didn't work. None of my hand controls worked. Like nothing. And now when I turn the ignition on, I still get nothing. But I do get this. Well, I was getting that. It kind of like acts the way it wants. Well, yeah, nothing's working, bro. Nothing on my handles. Nothing's working. None of this is working. Can't start the bike. Nothing. Now I checked all my fuses. All my fuses look fine. I broke it, and I've been meaning to buy one. So the only thing I can think of is maybe water got inside of my ignition switch. That's why shit ain't working right. Because like when I went to try to turn it off, it wouldn't even turn off. Like it sat there and like and then finally like little by little it shut down. Yeah, but all my fuses are good, dog. I don't know what to do here. I'm a little lost. Any advice is always appreciated, bro. Sorry I'm bothering you, man. So that was my video and my question to my friend Tim Henry from SOUNDZ. I was like, I plugged in my phone into the jack for the Android Auto, and then everything went to shit. It popped and that was it. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's experienced this before. So I called my good friend over there at SOUNDZ, located in, well, Tim's Stereos, excuse me, located in Burlington, Wisconsin. I gave him a call, and I mean, he's a SOUNDZ guy. You wouldn't think he's like a Harley mechanic, but he does know a lot of stuff. So I gave him a call, took a shot, you know, and I'm like, hey, brother, I'm like, I don't know what's going on with stuff. This is what's going on. And he's like, dude, I know exactly what it is. You got to shorten your handlebars. And I'm like, where do you come up with that from? And he's like, only because I just went through this. He just went through this on his, basically like a promo bike. He bought a Road Glide, just like mine, a blue one. And he bought that bike, you know, to show off his sound system, what he can do. And sure enough, he was not lying. He was absolutely right. Couldn't believe it. Yes, this is the guy who taught me something. Imagine how I feel. What happened was I had a short behind the switch housing. It was right up over underneath there, and it was bent, and there's a little bit of wire showing. So I had nothing. I mean, I had absolutely nothing. All my gauges weren't working or anything. As soon as I loosened them, they worked. So I said, okay, it's definitely up here. Obviously, it's got to be up here. So I did a little investigating and found the faulty wire. There was actually two of them that was acting up, and well, here we go now. You know, all my stuff works again now. My radio comes on, all my gauges are working, everything's good. You know, all this stuff is working now, you know, the way it's supposed to. Now, the reason why I know that my short is a pinched wire that's up here in the switch housing is because the minute I loosened all of this, now everything works fine. Before it didn't. So what you want to do now is you want to take this completely off, because even though your shit's working right now, there's still a good possibility as soon as you tighten it up, it won't. This is not the proper way of fixing this. The proper way is what I am going to do, and I'm going to get all new wiring so that way there I don't have this problem again. But for right now, I taped it off right here and just put some tape around it because the wire was pinched and a little bit was showing. Hopefully it don't do it again, but we're going to try it and just see how it goes just for now until my new wiring comes in. What's good, everybody? Again, I'm Danny D-Lo. This is Danny D-Lo Biker TV. Once again, I got to give a big shout out to my good buddy Tim Henry from SOUNDZ, from Tim's Stereo Shop, located in Burlington, Wisconsin. Shameless plug for my man right there. Yes, it's a little difficult for me to admit that he just taught me something. But now let me teach you guys. So something I didn't know about the Milwaukee 8s, at least. Maybe it's for older models, but I've never experienced this personally. If you have a short on your Milwaukee 8, what happens is wherever the short's at, the system, the ECU, actually is smart enough to shut everything down from that point on. So that way there, nothing gets damaged. Your bike don't catch fire. You don't even blow a fuse. Because I thought I blew a fuse for sure. I would have bet my life on it. Oh, fuse blew, I'll go home, pop a new fuse in, everything's all good. We're a Harley mechanic, let's ride. It was not that case. But what he taught me is that your system will shut that part of your bike down, which was why all my switches and gauges did not work. Nothing worked, it all shut down, it was over with. Once I unplugged those plugs from the right hand of my handlebar and turned the bike back on, everything came on, everything's all good, working in the right manner. So that told me it's obviously in the switch housing or somewhere in that side of the handlebar, which once I loosened up the switch housing, I knew it was in the switch housing itself. There was a pinched wire, a wire frayed or showing or something like that. Again, do not do what I did. Don't put a little tape around it to cover the wire just for now and go on with your day, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna be out riding, and it's usually gonna be when you're about 1,000 miles from home and probably don't have that much money on you because you're trying to get home on your way back from your trip, and your bike's gonna go kaput and you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. How do I know? Ask me, how do I know? Because it's happened to me 1,000 times. So make sure you just buy a new wire, and Tim actually just suggested it to me, which I already knew to do that. When you have this kind of situation, leave the wires in your bar. When you buy your new wiring kit, grab the bar, tie them together, pull the old wire out while you pull the new one back through in. Makes it a lot simpler, a lot easier. Kind of takes away the situation where maybe you might pinch a wire inside of the bar or whatever. It pulls through nice and easy and you're all done. Put it all back together, you're back on the road. So again, thanks to my good buddy over at Tim's Stereos, located in Burlington, Wisconsin. Once again, my man represents SOUNDZ. Thank you for watching the show as usual. I hope this helps you guys. If you're going through this right now, as always, you know the drill. Keep it real and keep it 100. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace. 100.